Hey, this is Wally from Dean Team Golf Carts. We're going to discuss taking off a windshield for transportation. Most times if you're on the highway and you have an open trailer, you don't want the windshield on there. It could damage, crack, break, too much wind. So an enclosed trailer you're okay, but an open trailer we always recommend taking the windshield off. Real simple, not a big deal. You need a T40 Torx bit on an Easy Go. Different ones, Yamaha will have a different one, Club Car will have a different bolt, so whatever size bolt. Normally it's a 13 on an Easy Go and a 40 Torx bit. So basically you're just going to reverse the bolts off of there. So you're going to go like this. You'll have 4 bolts and then it'll be trapped with the rubber grommets there. So basically these bolts will come out. I always recommend letting it hold up top, that way the windshield doesn't fall on you. Pretty simple, just the 4 bolts. And you can leave the rubber grommets in there. They're not going to fall off on you. If they appear to be loose, then go ahead and take them out, but most of your new carts are going to be good with the rubber grommets, just leaving them in there. Make sure you get the washer off. Sometimes the washer will stick to the rubber. You want to take that off. So, and then basically what I'll do is I'll get on the front of the cart. Normally you're not on a lift, so you'll be able to reach everything. Just kind of do like that. Take it off, and then you can transport it. I recommend maybe a blanket around it. If you're putting it in a truck, put it on a seat to where it's not going to get damaged. And then basically to put it back on, you're going to just kind of hold it like that. You just want to make sure it doesn't scratch the front cowl. So you'll kind of come down like that. I always kind of use those to hold it. It kind of helps hold it a little bit. You'll have washer on the front side. Just line your hole up. If you have to move it down a little bit, you can. That's kind of extra hands if you're doing it by yourself. I always get one started. Kind of holds it in place. Now you can crisscross if you want. If you're afraid this one's going to fall, then you can come back over here, kind of raise it up. See, this one, the washer's stuck to the rubber, so you always want to make sure those are off. If you lose those are kind of needed. You don't want to lose any bolts or washers. But kind of start everything loosely, and then you can tighten it up. Get this side. Oop. Got ahead of myself there. They're kind of loose. I kind of look at it a little bit just to make sure you're down good enough. And then tighten it up. So you'll reverse the procedure. And you can use, if you don't have electric tools, you can use battery operated tools. You can use just a regular, ratchet, 3/8 ratchet. But if you get something like this, you got to really watch if you use an impact driver. You don't want to go too tight with an impact driver. You'll damage the plexiglass. It'll crack on you. So kind of like that. You hear the difference in the speed. That's how it's, mechanics usually can tell the difference in the speed of it. There's a sound when it starts to tighten up. And that's basically it. You can kind of double check the windshield, make sure everything clears the top and you're good. But If you line up the holes, you shouldn't have any problem. And that's basically it. That's pretty simple. You know, someone can do that. If you're going to transport the cart yourself, you definitely want to make sure you take the windshield off if you have an open trailer. And this is Wally from Dean Team Golf Carts, and hopefully that'll help you out on transporting your golf cart.